So I want to talk about it a little bit because, like I said, there's so much that was covered in this one trailer. Because all the other trailers before this were like just, I mean, they weren't even trailers. They weren't even trailers. They were just more like gameplay, which is fine, but like it was nothing crazy compared to what this was. Like, let's watch it.
Spin dash into a new zone.
So, by the way, the music in this trailer is sick. It gets sick. Yeah, Sonic. I like the idle animation too that Sonic has right there. I don't know, it's just a thing for me. I like that little idle animation there. Like,
here, you can freely dash
oh,
through a vast open zone.
and another thing, people were complaining that Sonic looked really slow in Forces Frontiers. Here's the thing. It was told by an IGN employee that it was the whole video on it too, that there's a mechanic where if you get the max amount of rings, which is 400 rings, Sonic gets an incredible speed boost. Apparently, it's like a big power-up mode, and Sonic goes wicked fast. And I mean, we haven't seen it. I mean, I kind of wish they might reveal it in a trailer down the line, but we haven't seen it yet. But I want to see it. It's not in here though. And I said this before, that this little Eggman building right here kind of looks like it looks like one of those buildings from Apex Legends. Like, I don't know, there's like this one building in Apex Legends that looks like just like that, and I don't know what it's called. It's been a while, but it's giving you that vibe. But I mean, we've seen this before, the rail grinding. And want to know what these enemies remind me of? These enemies, by the way, these combos look sick. I mean, we've already seen the combos like mechanics, and they're really good. Animations are fantastic. But these enemies actually remind me of, you know, they remind me of these guys. I don't know why. It just it reminds me of these guys, the Metarex from Sonic X. Like, it kind of gives off that vibe, just a little bit. The pointiness, the sharp arms and stuff, like. It kind of gives off that vibe, right? This gives off that vibe. This I think is cool. The little camera pan that happens, like right here. Boom. Not really. I think it does. But like that little cinematic camera pan right there. Boom, and just counters. I like that. That's really cool. And we've seen this animation before, and that's like really sick. You know, all these combos. I really do like the combo system. The combo system looks really sick. And this is, I've said this before. This whole thing looks sick. This whole dimension. I think like this is I don't know what the fuck. It's like a interdimensional highway bullshit type thing. I love it. It looks so cool, and like it kind of gives off a Crisis City vibe, and I'm all about it. Except it doesn't have a horizontal tornado for some reason. But it gives off that vibe, and I love it. It looks really cool. And then next is futuristic. That's the word, futuristic. And then Green Hill Zone. Green Hill Zone. You guys know my opinion on Green Hill Zone. Well, I've said it many times that Green Hill Zone has been overused a lot. Like Sonic Team really loves using Green Hill. I mean, look, it's a good tutorial stage. I get it, but like there are other ways to, like, you know, because it was confirmed that this is going to be the first stage of the game. I mean, it makes sense, but I don't know, like it's just been overused. It's just, I don't know. Like they could have done something else, like Emerald, like what's it called? Emerald Angel Island, I think it's called. Like there are other first Sonic stages you can pull, or make it completely original for like first stage of the game. But whatever. But I mean, it had the, and also in the background on the right there. I don't know why I'm pointing right here. That looks like this looks like a freaking cyberspace level. Like I don't know what all that is, because it's definitely not Green Hill, but it's Green Hill, but like it's not it's like this, it's in cyberspace. But all in all, I'm just saying, Green Hill has been overused a lot. I will like stick by that to the ground. You know that what really was surprising me? What was surprising, Ferris? But this looks sick.
Keys to progress.
And apparently these things help you unlock Chaos Emeralds. And Chaos Emeralds, it's been confirmed that Chaos Emeralds returned in this game. Like, they're coming back. Thank God. We have not Emerald Coast. Emerald Coast would be pretty cool. But okay, Supersonic. We have not seen Supersonic in a story mode. Like, I know Supersonic was in Forces, but that wasn't in the story. It wasn't a final boss. He was just playable in levels. I want to see Supersonic in the final boss, like an actual Supersonic fight. Like, the last time we had that was back in Generations. That was in 2011. And I'm not going to count, I mean, as great as Mania is, I'm not going to count Mania because Mania it wasn't made by Sonic Team. Mania is fantastic, but like it had a you know, a final Supersonic boss fight, but like that's not a main series Sonic game. It's just Sonic Mania. But I'm happy that it looks like Supersonic's gonna be back, because whenever you see Chaos Emeralds, you know Supersonic's gonna be involved. So I'm loving it. I love that. I love that. And apparently those puzzles we saw like earlier in the first bit of gameplay, apparently I think those unlock the cyberspace levels. I don't know, but what I'm seeing in this one trailer, they're showing us so much in this one trailer, and it's looking great. And this is the last trailer. This is the last trailer, and it's in a Nintendo Direct. Oh, and then I mentioned I hate to keep pausing, but like then I mentioned the world itself. I have always said this: the world itself looks beautiful. I think the world looks really good. It looks very clean. It looks like a really cool world to run around. That's like one thing I will stand by. Like the world, I think it's called Starfall Island, the main world. Beautiful. I think it's great. And that little circle thing, that circle move that he does. Okay, I did not notice this the first time I saw it. This big guy. Who the fuck is this? Who is this? Like, I didn't notice this guy when I first saw this trailer. Abaka, how you doing, dude? But I did not notice this guy when we first saw the trailer. He looks like this looks like probably the main enemy. So if this guy is the main enemy, looks like Eggman's not gonna be, you know, the big bad. Infinite 2? Oh my god, now that you mention it, Ferris, he does look like Infinite. Oh god. With the red pixel things. Oh god, you're right, he does look like Infinite. Well, he doesn't look like Infinite, but like the red stuff right there with the freaking pixel shit. Yeah, that gives me Infinite by the time you bring it up. God damn it, Ferris. I mean Infinite was cool, but not very fleshed out, sadly, in Forces. But this looks like the big bad. And I mean, we haven't seen much of him, but it looks like he controls these big bad robots. And also, I like this and a little cinematic. Oh, also this, like, we all know what this does. It's a big gust of wind. Like, if you circle around an enemy with this thing, it like pushes them up, and like it's like a big gust of wind apparently. And here's the thing: this move was leaked way before this game was called Sonic Frontiers. Like, it was leaked because some dude decided to just play. He was a play tester, and he's like, there's this one move where you circle around enemies, and that was leaked, but it's fine. Oh no, this better not be a sequel to Sonic Forces. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. No, I mean, in a way it is, because like it's the next 3D Sonic game, but yeah. But this cutscene right here, that little cutscene right there, it's very short, but I like it. That's cool. That's very touching. And we still don't have a release date either. Like, we don't have a release date, which is kind of bizarre, but...
Alright, lightning round time. Let's do a bunch of them really quick. Was there any form of spin dash or rolling, albeit in his base moveset or the skill tree?
Oh! Speaking of his moveset. The drop dash. You know, okay, the drop dash, if you don't know what the drop dash is, it's basically... Hang on. Drop dash Sonic. It's basically a move that originated in Sonic Mania. Basically, what it is if you want, like, you're in, it's only in 2D Sonic games though. Basically, whenever you're in air, you can hold the jump button, you spin, drop, and then get a small boost in speed. And apparently, that's gonna be in Frontiers. So, how they're gonna, I don't know how they're gonna implement that into a 3D Sonic game, but I mean, only time would tell. But yeah, like there was so much information dropped in this one video. I'm obviously not gonna watch all of it, but like the moveset is another big thing. Like the spin dash, not the spin dash, the drop dash, excuse me, the combat system, which we already know about. Like the combat system looks really dope. Hang on. Frontiers combat. We can look at it. We can look at it. Watch it again. I mean, this is just... This, you know what this kind of reminds me of too? The little punch move. It reminds me of that one Shadow move from 06, where he would homely attack an enemy and just start meleeing him to death. It was a weird move that Shadow had in 06, but I guess they only had it to like make him unique to Sonic. That's cool. I mean, we've seen that move millions of times, but it's still really cool. Like, I keep thinking, how are you gonna pull up these combos? Either the drop dash is basically a spin dash, but you charge it in the air and kicks off as soon as you touch the... I know. That's how I explained it, the drop dash. But here's the thing, like the drop dash, how you gonna put it in the you know, in 3D? And that's the only thing in 2D Sonic games. It's never been in a 3D Sonic game before. That's cool. Like, it's been a while since I've seen this combat video, but looking at it again, I'm like, it still looks really good. And here's the thing, like, Sonic does look slow in this, but like I said, there is a mechanic where if you get a certain amount of rings, he gets a big boost in speed, which is great. I don't know what this enemy is, but that's a cool, like, I've said that animation looks fucking sick. Like, I'm like, combat system, I'm not going to complain about this. Like, people were complaining about the combat system a little bit. I love it personally. I think it's great. Do they even have a spin dash in this or the boost? It's weird. That's a good question, actually. Do they have a spin dash or a boost? Well, it looks like there's a boost, but it looks like the animation of the boost is not going to be like it was in Forces or Generations. It looks like it's going to be just like there's no blue aura or anything going around Sonic. It looks like it's just going to be him like just zooming like a sort of an after image of him basically like moving around and stuff. I you know, it's hard to explain, but the boost it removes the aura and it just makes like the world, I don't know how to explain it, but it makes the world around Sonic move like faster or something like that. I don't know, but like there is boost. I'm 99% sure there's boost in this game. I don't have a problem with boost. I do not have a problem with it. I prefer spin dash personally because, you know, I'm a Sonic Adventure 2 fan. Best Sonic game ever. I mean, hopefully until this game comes out. But yeah, drop dash and boost. That's interesting. This is like the first Sonic game I'm actually interested in definitely going to play. Yeah, like open world Sonic. I've said this before. Sonic is a series that I would not think would go open world. Like, I mean, looking at it now, it kind of makes a little bit of sense because like Sonic, you know, it's all about running fast, and now you get a chance to run around in an open world. Now that I actually think about it, maybe Sonic can work in open world. Just run around this big open world. Sonic's all about running. But before this game, like, I did not expect Sonic to go open world, but here we are. And by the way, this animation looks sick. I love it. In my opinion, it's the coolest move. And Sonic has a lot of knockback. And also another thing, Sonic has a lot of knockback when he gets hit. Like, watch. A lot of knockback on that. What time do we live in? Apparently a timeline where Sonic goes open world. Oh, and also when you lose rings, it's like I think it's like Shadow the Hedgehog, where you don't lose all your rings, you lose a select amount. I think it's 40. If you get hit, it's like 40 rings you lose. Also, I don't know what these little blue aura things are. They're probably like boosts or something like that, but yeah. Here's the thing. I know I've like watched this before, but like I just can't help but watch it again because the combat system looks so cool. Other games were good, just not my kind of games. Yeah, I understand. Like the previous 4 Sonic games, well, not 4, but like the previous 5 Sonic games, main series Sonic games, 4 out of the 5 of them all had the same gameplay mechanic, and that was the boost mechanic. Unleashed, then Colors, and Generations, and Forces. Lost World was also in that mix, but it wasn't a boost game. But yeah, 4 out of the last 5 games, the mainline Sonic games, like they were all boost mechanic games. And it looks like this one's boost too, but Sonic has a completely different moveset, which I'm all about. Mike's slowing down a little bit. And these Metarex looking asses, hang on. These Metarex looking asses, hang on. These guys. These look like the new yeah, these looks like the new egg soldier, whatever they're called. Egg pawns, whatever they're called. Lime when they made Mario and Rabbids from different franchise. Oh yeah, Mario Rabbids, that game's can be better for that game too. And it looks like there's a dodge. Oh, it looks like there's like I didn't notice that. It looks like there's a dodge mechanic too. That's kind of cool. A little dodge mechanic. That's cool. I like that. Very cool. What else? I think it's more of the same. These guys look like they look like the common enemies you're gonna see all throughout the game. Hearts of Hope, yeah. They look like the basic bitch enemies. The basic bitch enemies, and then this big guy. Apparently, this is confirmed to be the first boss of the game. I mean, they're obviously showing off like the first bits of the game, which is understandable. You know what? You know what? I don't understand. They have not shown off the. I want to go back to the cyberspace levels. They didn't show off those levels at all. I mean, they showed them off in the last Nintendo Direct trailer, but not in the gameplay trailer. Not in these. No, never showed them off once. I mean, some of them are gonna be of like levels of Sonic's past. Like, I heard Chemical Plant and Rooftop Run are gonna be in this too, and there are a lot of levels too. Apparently, like cyberspace levels. And also, I heard that there are gonna be missions within each level, so each level is gonna have some sort of incentive to go back to it, which I like. Like reasons. I like that there's reasons to go back to other levels. Those gears. I think those gears has something to do with the. I don't know. Those gears do. Chemical Plant is coming back apparently. Yeah. As a cyberspace level, apparently. I mean, I heard about it from TikTok. This guy I follow where he like says a bunch of Sonic news. And here's some IGN. I mean, the game hasn't even come out yet, so I don't even know what's true and what's not. But there are like I heard there are going to be a lot of levels in knockback. He gets knocked back so far in this game, like in other boost games, in Forces Generation, like those games, like he gets knocked back, but not that much. Like Sonic does not get a lot of knockback in this. Yeah. And that's basically it.